Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, "What's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me?" Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. So the other day, I was digging into my podcast stats. I was looking to see what popular episodes were, and I did one called Rule Bending, and it was so popular, some of you guys listened to it like 5 times. So and I know why, because I know you're breaking rules, and you're looking at it thinking, this guy's going to teach me how to break them more, or bend them even more. I know what that's it. How do I know that? Because, well, I've seen how you drive, and I know you're a rule bender at minimum. Yeah, rules are meant for bending for sure, but today some rules you shouldn't bend because they may break. And I know we're going to talk about that. Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer. The world has changed, boomer. It's not the way it used to be, boomer. Yeah, you zoomies, you millennials said the same thing 10 years ago. Now they're figuring out some things don't change. Do this. Okay. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. It's the positive boost you need every single. Oh, that's what I said last year. I don't want to say that anymore. I used to confuse people. People say to me, "Scott, you say the positive boost you need every single day." So, well, it kind of is. Some of the best motivation I've had in my whole life is somebody kicked me in the ass. Gave me a good talk to Jesus, right? Come to Jesus talk, right? Not religious. Well, you know the one. Anybody have a good come to Jesus talk? Y'all had that one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm telling you. Some of the best motivation I've ever had was the biggest heartbreak I've ever been through. I was so mad. Oh, God. I can't in good conscience say the Daily Boost is the positive boost you need every day because some people are tuning in to go some just pure positivity. I got to tell you, come real close. Listen close now, okay? You're a perfect fit for this show if you recognize that we can be positive and upbeat and optimistic, but the world is freaking real. It's real. And if you look at the successful people in the world that can talk better than I can, they recognize the world's real. And it's not pretty, and it's evil, and it's ugly sometimes. And yet still reframe their brain. They think about it differently, and they find positivity and optimism in that. That's what this show's about. I won't do the other show anymore. I did that for far too long, and it's a disservice to people like you. Wow, this is a tough week. Am I allowed to talk like this? I'm not sure. Are the internet police still around? I'm not sure. I don't really care. I'll pay the fee. I'm a safe driver. I can do this. DailyAwarenessDiary.com. That's what we're giving away right now. You should go get it. I may not give it away forever because why not? But right now, hundreds of people every single day grabbing this thing. This is crazy. I'll tell you point blank, it's the simplest thing I have ever come up with to help my clients, and the simplest thing I've ever used myself that I use every single day that has yielded the most results, and the ones that I absolutely did not want to learn about because I gave them to myself. Nobody told them to me. I figured it out myself, and you will too. DailyAwarenessDiary.com. Okay, so motivational rules you should not break. Can I have a cup of coffee? This is my Harley mug. Isn't that nice? My Harley mug. Some throat coat tea going down the pipes here to allow me to sound like I do, which is be able to talk without scratching my voice. Last year, a year of frogs in my throat. Had some interesting issues when I had some intubation from surgeries and stuff, and had to work through that. How about those motivational laws you shouldn't break? Well, some actions that you should do here. I have to read a list here, so if you're watching me on camera today, I'm reading a little bit. Purpose and passion come from clarity of thought. Daily Awareness Diary, right? Purpose and passion and purpose, whichever one you want to go for now. And everybody wants to find that. I've become a bit of an expert on that. I've studied that for years and years and years. Not a bit. I'm one of the few people that focuses exclusively on that, really. It really comes from clarity, which is why the Daily Awareness Diary was created. I recognize that I could not help you find your passion and purpose in life if we didn't get totally aware of what was going on in our mind. So write that rule down. Rule number 9, as we count these down in no particular order. Don't know what that means. Never have. So countdown, 1 to 10 in no particular order. What the hell? Purpose and passion begin with acceptance. Listen, if you're a fruit bag, nutcase, whatever, make up a word. If you're a dummy, I don't know, I've looked in the mirror and said, you're a dummy. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and say, I'm a dummy. I'm working really hard, but I'm doing the right stuff. Why am I drinking too much? Why am I eating too much? Why am I saying all this stuff? Why am I doing all this stuff? If you want purpose and passion in your life, you have to accept who you are, what you are right now, today. Get over it, and let's go change it. That's all there is to it, right? Is that too truthful? You know it to be true. You know every time you finally decide to, when you hit that line, that pain line, a lot of people call it, when you hit the pain line that says, that's it, done, you'll change. Change happens in an instant, but not until you hit the pain line. You'll eat all the hamburgers you want to until the doctor gives you a report, won't he? Enough pain, you change. You accept it, you get on with it and change it. Number 8, faith and courage power transformation. There's nothing better than that. I know you have some doubt. That's all right. But I can't have faith without doubt, can you? Yes, can. I know you doubt whatever you want to do. Am I right? Am I wrong? Will it work? Will it not work? I don't know. That's doubt. But with doubt, you get faith because you have to have faith to move toward it and courage to fight through it. Without that, you won't get anywhere. But you know that. Life is difficult. Life is not easy. It never was supposed to be easy. Read the history of life. Just go back and read it. Read a little history. Read the Bible. Read all the stuff you want to read about it. And we think today's supposed to be perfect and hunky-dory. Rainbows? Well, the rainbows are real, but pots of gold's at the end of the rainbow? No. It's like a lot of people today in personal development are just working for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and there is no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
And we're live on match day as Doug reaches for a buffalo wing. He's got it! Oh, and he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! What a finish! There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi.
The secret lies within you. That's number 7. You're not broken. You know everything you need to know. You do. There's nothing you can't do today based on what you already know. You don't have to read a book, go to the internet, talk to me, listen to me. You don't have to do anything. You just don't. There's enough inside of you to figure this out all by yourself and do whatever you want to do. You know it, and I know it. Maybe we got 6 more here. I need to speed up. There's people that are like working out to me, and they're like, Scott, if you talk too long, I have to work out longer. People are commuting, and they're late for their meeting, and so we got to keep it on time here. Number 6. Some doors close before others open. For sure. A lot of people hang on. No, I got to stick with this. Is old school advice. I don't think it works anymore. You know, Scott, don't close that door till you have another one. Don't quit that job till you have another job. Hell with that. Are you kidding me? Sit here and be abused by somebody else. Sometimes I got to quit something. I learned this a long time ago when I quit my last job. It's like, I'm out of here. I'm not going to stick around and be abused by you waiting to get things better. I'm just going to leave. And then my mindset changes. I go sit at the beach and just chill. Thank God I got rid of that mess. And I get a better job, a better attitude, right? Number 5, strong values create strong passions. If you live from your passions, you'll never be happier than when you discover who you are on the inside. When you go down deep inside and know what your values that you truly hold, what beliefs you hold, and then you live those through experiences, you never be happier. So when you have strong values, that will create passions in your life. If you don't have values, if I were to ask you today, what do you believe in? Would you have an answer? Could you give me a list of 5 or 10 things that you believe in? If you can, you're probably a very happy person. If you can't, you're probably not. Number 4, goals are the heartbeat of your life. There's no doubt about it. You're a hardwired machine. You want to go after targets. When I say hardwired, your body is actually set to triangulate what a target is and go after it. And when your eyes acquire a target, then your mind and your heart start working toward that target. When you start working towards something you see, your heart starts beating. That's why when I say you align your goals with your values and your beliefs, if the only stuff you do reinforces who you are on the inside, man, your heart's going to beat out of your chest. Number 3, emotions plus logic equal change. Like, for instance, there's a RV show just down the street. It's free. Another RV show. It's free. I bought 2 RVs at RV show. No, 3 RVs at RV shows. And whenever they put one, and they do them like every 2 weeks over here. I'm going to walk in the door and say, I want that $600,000 45-foot diesel pusher. I've wanted them my whole life. I don't need one, but I sure want one. That's emotion. And then the guy's going to say, well, let's do the paperwork. I said, how much is it? Well, you see the price is $600,000. Logic's going to kick in. I'm going to buy a hot dog instead and go home. That's all there is to it. I'm going to change that trajectory fast. Momentum, the key is results and planning. If you plan, you're going to get momentum. And finally, everything happens when something happens. So if you're sitting in your ass today doing nothing at all, nothing's going to happen. Except nothing, which actually is a result of, well, like I said, everything happens when something happens. If your something is nothing, you're simply going to get what? Say it loud, say it proud. More of nothing. Basic common sense, Scott Logic around here. Hey, listen, join me at Facebook, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. It's a redirect to make it easy for you. It's a private group. I'll let you in after you have the passcode, which is like basically, can you put fog on a mirror? I know you're a nice person, okay? DailyAwarenessDiary.com, too, is where you get that free stuff.